Right.
He's doing some.
So we're live.
He's doing some cleaning.
Bob was just doing his a little bit of cleaning before we get started. Welcome to Mix It with Benny. It's now Mix It with Benny and Friends. I've got friends now doing this. So who we got on? We've got Bobo, of course. We've got Kentucky Bill, and we've got our special guest, which is Daytime Frank. So
Hey.
you all right, guys?
Yeah.
Not too bad, man. Not too bad at all.
Good. We'll go around and see what everybody's vaping on. Once I pop out this chat so I can see what everybody's
I'm
doing.
doing exactly the same thing right now.
Yeah. Remember to go on to live chat, because I'm now on top chat.
Yep.
Right.
Man, you guys are amateurs. I've been on live chat for a half an hour already.
So we'll go around and see what everybody is on. I'll move this over there because it gets on my nerves. Oh no, I better not do that. Move that there. Move that here. Do you know it's awful when you can't get... I need about 10 screens. So we'll go to Bobo first. What you vaping on, brother?
All I'm vaping on is the same as what was on Monday. If any of you's watched, I've got the Famo Vape Magma with an Aspire K2 on it, and I've got a little bit of peanut butter and jelly nicotine salts in there. Nice and simple because I can't be arsed reworking anything. Yeah, it's pretty much everything. I'm going to pass it on to our lovely guest, Daytime Frank. What do you want, brother?
Oh, let's see. I got my Hive 28 millimeter on the Aegis Legend that I've had for a couple of years now. And here I have my all day vape, which is basically it's a one shot called Lucky Shot. And I put some TFA custard in there and some Bavarian cream and a little bit of sweetener. I've gone through probably close to a liter of this stuff now. I just make it by the 4 ounces and just go at it.
Nice.
And I have what is this mod? I can never remember the name of this mod. The Ria 24. This is an old school mod with the Apocalypse Gen 2 on top. And in there I have my mix that I did Friday night called Day Drinking, which is like a tropical seltzer.
Nice.
They're the only two I really got going. I got a blood orange going in my Vaporesso PM80 Target. And I think I have a little pod up here still. Yeah, I got the Vaporesso Extra. And in there I have Freggie from BMF Labs. There's like a caramel custard in 6 milligrams.
Very nice. That's some nice flavors. We'll pass it on, Bill.
Oh, yeah, I guess process of elimination. I'll give it to the old man.
Oh, the old man. Yes. Well, thank you very much there, Daytime Frank, the man, the myth, Rob Belly, the legend. Yeah. I am vaping on the Saga, which I just got today. And on that, I have the Recurve Dual. And in that, I have some Cookie Twist banana oatmeal cookie, which is basically just a little bit of juice in it, and then they just poured about 90% sugar, I think. The rest.
It's looking nice, though. It's nice.
But I love it. It's good. I love sweet stuff. And then this, I have, this is the Luxembourg, or the Luxotics, actually. And I have the Blitzen RTA on top of that. And then that, I have something that I just kind of threw together this past couple of days, which is a banana strawberry. And I just put a little bit of banana, some strawberry, and threw in some vanilla ice cream to give me like a banana split, you know. And then I am also vaping on the Gear, on the Vaporesso Gin, and in that I have banana nut bread. You know.
Nice.
And I'll throw it over to our host, the man with friends.
I'm not on a great deal. I only ever have 2 things. It's because I can't be asked wicking stuff and putting it all together, to be honest with you. So I'm on the Angus by I can't even say what the name is, but it's a little dripper pod. It's quite nice. I'm quite impressed with it, to be honest with you. It's a mesh pod and it's a dripper. So
happy days.
Nice.
It's honestly, I'm surprised that no one's picked them up because it's a 1700 milliamp hour battery, Type C charging, and it charges in about an hour. And you're good to go.
Wow.
And flavour's really good because it's just it's not hot. Do you know what I mean? It's just a cool vape, but that might be just... I don't know what it fires down to because it doesn't tell you in instructions. Right. So I suppose you could get it a bit more rowdy if you wanted, like, but... No, it's nice. And in that, I have got some Last of the Just Juice Berry Blast.
Nice.
And I'm also got out, because I like to say, I couldn't be arsed wicking. So I dug out D-Battle again with the Baby Beast V2 TF twice removed sister, daughter's boyfriend tank. And in that, I have got some Flavour Bosses Grant's Custard, which is just, it's all right. All right. I think it's just a Capella V2, a V1. With,
Really?
Yeah, that, I'm sure. Because Grant's Custard over there has been out years, hasn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that it's just a Capella V1 mix, because it's just a short fill. I don't know. I'm assuming it tastes like it anyway. You know when you get that eggy sort of taste off of it. So, and that's it. That's all I'm on. So we'll go over. We'll have a quick shout down chat, and then we will crack on. So we've got Ian, Above the Clouds, Chris Earl, Daytime Frank, Simon Bridgewood, Net Reality, Kentucky Bill. We've got Mick, Late Night Vape Show. We've got Michelle Hughes. She's one of yours then?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everyday Outcasts. Chris Earl. Stuart Ayton. Else we go, going down. We have got LJ's in, Tony, evening. I think, D's just jumped in. I think that's it at the moment. So, right, so we'll have a chat with Daytime Frank first and just see who he is, what he's been doing, and where he's come from. Because, to be honest with you, I didn't know who you were till you've been in chat, and do you know what I mean? And you've started jumping in with Mixing Show, and obviously I've talked to Bill and found out that you are a mixer, and you do have your own mixing shows that you do.
Yes.
You know,
I've been doing mixing shows for a little over 2 years.
Yeah, which obviously I didn't know. Probably because it's Daytime Frank, and there's no vaping related in it at all. So it probably wouldn't have popped up on my feed for DIY mixing, to be honest with you.
No, probably not.
So if you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself then, Frank.
Oh, let's see. I'm closer to 50 than I am 40. I've been vaping for a little over 3.5 years, about 3.5 years now. I've been mixing for just a little over 3 years. I have over 800 flavors in my stash now. I kind of went down the rabbit hole a little bit and went a little crazy.
Yeah.
Plus, in all fairness, I've had some support from some really great companies that have helped me out and shot some of their new stuff my way, and like their entire lines and stuff like that. Not a whole lot, but some. I mean, I'm sure I've spent a couple of thousand of them on them myself. And let's see, I mostly like custards and creams and fruits with custards and RY4s and butterscotches. I like the darker the vape, the better.
Yeah.
I'm down. I mean, my nicotine level now, I'm down to like 1.5.
Oh,
I tried going down to 1, and I was a little bit too much of a dickhead, so I went back to 1.5, and it made me want to kill less people. So
yeah.
When I'm not in quarantine, I'm delivering new cars from the ports and the manufacturers and the railheads and all that to dealers, mostly in the southeastern part of the U.S. I live in North Carolina.
Right.
I mean, I've gone everywhere. I mean, I've been in California. I'm originally from outside Philadelphia, so I cut my teeth in this business running Baltimore to New York City every day, and which was nice because I'd get home every night and just run up, deliver right in the middle of Manhattan. Just picture, I mean, Bill, I'm sure you've been to Manhattan, but you guys probably picture Manhattan just this big cluster of people.
Yeah.
Well, picture driving an 80-foot rig through the middle of all that.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Well, they do. They do get out of your way.
Yeah.
It just sucks when if you have to make a turn, then you're kind of screwed because they like to park all the way up. Let's see. DE's asking, my mouth to lung so bone were rebuildable, mostly rebuildable. I don't really get into the MTLs. I started playing with billet boxes a little bit, so that's more of an MTL style, and I found that I kind of like them. I just go off and on with them. because I still haven't found the bridge that I really like yet. And plus, billet box stuff is super expensive.
Oh, it's well expensive, isn't it? Billet box.
Super duper
Yeah,
expensive,
you
man.
can spend more on the billet box in about 2 weeks, and you said that you spent on all the juice you got in your place right now.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean,
Wholesale prices, you're talking 150, 160 quid on play brand new. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
wholesale price.
I have an authentic, and it was $265 US,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it doesn't come with it doesn't even come with the drip tab.
No. Well, what?
And all my I have a couple of bridges for it. They're all clones because I can't afford an authentic one after spending $265 on a box.
Well, Liam, who works at Les's place, basically with Les Picking at Juice Cabin, he's got a authentic billet box, and he shows it. And then he pulled out this leather case, a handmade leather case.
Oh yeah, and the handmade leather case was probably $300.
Yeah, I'm like, how much that? Oh yeah, well, I think it was about £200. I'm like, what for the leather case?
Yeah.
It looks nice, but I'm not going to pay £200 for a case. You know what I mean? So
That's ridiculous.
yeah. The
But
billet
the
box
thing is,
goes,
as long as you don't drop them, you can get your money back out of them.
oh, yeah,
Because
can
you go
flip
into
them,
the, you
can't
go into the buy sell you go
Mhm.
into buy sell and trade groups, and
Yeah.
there's people that are selling ones, especially the more rare ones,
Mhm.
like the special editions and stuff like that they put out, and they're getting about 1.5 times what they paid for them.
Yeah.
Because they only make every Saturday morning. It's 10:30 a.m. Eastern, U.S. Eastern time, is when they release on their website,
Right.
and they release maybe 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like the one I had was actually my second choice because I made the mistake of not already having my account set up prior to the sale.
Right.
Because then I could have just point clicked and shoot and been done with it, and I would have got the one I really wanted.
Yeah.
But instead, I had to create the account, and by the time I did that, it got taken out of my cart, and someone else had gotten it.
Yeah, as one guy had said, what he does is he went in there and had all of his information in and was just waiting on him to start, and just had to put his CDC number in, and that's the only thing that he had to do was put those 3 digits in and put it
Yeah.
in, and he barely got the
Yeah.
one that he wanted
Oh yeah,
because they're gone just like that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we get them. There's a couple of shops around here online that have them in, but they're very few and far between. They're gone once they're in.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, because they're getting them the same way we are.
yeah,
I mean, that's the thing. So you're going to see a big markup on them to begin with, because you figure, especially if they're over there in the UK, they're buying them from Utah.
Yeah.
They're paying shipping because they're not. We get free shipping on them, but I'm sure if you're going overseas with them, you're paying shipping, so you're paying the freight, and then they got to make a little something on it. So they're not. If they're charging you, let's say 325, 330 pounds, they're barely breaking even on it.
Yeah.
I think
And
it's-
people are going to think, oh man, you're screwing us. Like, no, that's basically everything we have in it.
yeah, it's about $275. I think it is.
Probably.
Yeah, it's about $275. I think they are online. Which
Well,
like,
the base model is $265 US.
right.
That's the base model.
Yeah.
That's like the basic panels, basic button, plain Jane. That's the cheapest one you're going to get from that company directly is $265.
Yeah.
They have some that go about
And-
closer to $300 if you get the special buttons, the special panels. Everything else is pretty much the same guts. I mean, you can get one that it's more versatile. That's a clone over on 3F for $100
Right.
that you
I'm
can
looking
actually
at
plug in
the
and program yourself.
consoles right now. £210, £192, £186. That's wholesale prices, man. Like that.
Oh yeah,
That's ridiculous.
That's wholesale, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all.
So if you want to put your profit on there, like say, you're up to 230, 240, 250, whatever, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people are buying. People
Has
will
to
just
be.
snap them up.
If you make it worth your time, man, for putting out that much money.
Yeah.
Like $260 even.
yeah. You have to make sure you already have a buyer lined up for it, which you probably would
Yeah.
anyway, because people want them.
Like I say,
210,
Liam's,
like 7 or 8 mods for that brand new to sell on for like 60 quid each. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, Liam's had 2
He's
of them,
smart,
and his
and
mate's
that's-
got another one.
Do they taste? Are they that much better? Do they have that much more flavor or that much more whatever in them? Can you justify
No.
the price?
No.
I can't
Not
justify
really.
the price.
It all depends on the build, and you better know how to wick that build, because if your wicking's not right and it's either pouring juice out the air holes or you're getting burn hits, you're dumping all that juice and you're taking it all apart and you're starting from scratch again. I mean, it's not,
But even
it's
clones,
something
120
you need
quid,
time to play with.
SXK's clones, 120 quid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're I think I saw I can get them for like 105 US. And you know what? If the guts are the same.
Yeah.
The metal may be different that it's made out of, because it's billet aluminum, it's a billet box, and they may be using something else.
Yeah.
It's not a cheaper aluminum.
Yeah.
But the Boro tank, a Boro tank's a Boro tank. It's a piece of fucking plastic.
Yeah.
They have different colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But besides that, I mean, I'd tell someone, go ahead and just get the one from 3F and be done with it. I have the cheaper one from 3F, the one I paid like $65 for. It has an Osmosis chip in it.
Right.
It's a 70 watt.
Yeah.
And it works just fine.
Yeah. Now, is the Bantam box, is that close
that's smaller. That's like that's a 30 watt device, I think it is.
Yeah, Bantam box.
Yeah. Some people call it the 50-50. I think is another one that's similar to that. They're little. I think they take a Boro as well, but it's a
hip hop juice. It's my normal haircut, brother.
It's his normal haircut, but it's a little bit shorter at size.
Normal haircut.
Yeah, I have the ball cap going, because what I got left in my head's all over the damn place.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? We're going to have to get into a barber shop after all this shit's over with, and it's going to be like, that's probably going to be one of the hardest damn tickets in town to get. A chair at the barber shop.
Oh yeah. By the time I finish, I'll be like Bobo. I'll have dreads and what?
Yeah.
By the time this is done.
I mean, I got some clippers. I have some clippers in a number 2, and I just might hand it to the wife and just let her just do it.
That's where Mick makes out, he ain't got a hair on his head, old bastard.
So anyway, now we've had a little bit of chat about that, we'll get on to the main topic of this evening, which is strawberries. It's all about them strawberry fields forever, baby.
Yeah.
So obviously there's a few strawberries about, and I've only got a few. I know of a lot of them, but I've only tested out a couple of them. One of the, like I say, I've got here, which is TFA's strawberry. I have got Flavor Arts Red Touch, and somewhere abouts I've got the staple of whatever else I've got. I've got Sweet Strawberry. As you can see, I've tried a couple of strawberries, and one of the staples that you should always have in your little arsenal is Strawberry Ripe. Which
I got that.
Everybody, if you haven't gone out there, if you want to get a strawberry, go with Strawberry Ripe first. Always pick your Strawberry Ripe up.
Yeah, this bottle's almost gone of Strawberry Ripe. That's a 4-ouncer.
Exactly. Nearly every recipe that you look on ELR will have Strawberry Ripe in.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for the strawberry and you go on ELR, we always tell you to have a look. Type at the top, strawberry, and...
At least I still have another 30 mils unopened yet.
Just stocking up on it, exactly. So all your commercial juice probably has Strawberry Ripe in it. All your flavours that you go over to ELR for strawberry will have, at some point in there, will have a Strawberry Ripe in it. It's been a staple for years. Ever since I was vaping, Strawberry Ripe has always been, you pick up a strawberry and usually you start tasting it that it has got Strawberry Ripe in it. But a lot of people now don't just go with Strawberry Ripe. There's a mixture to blend a strawberry up to make it a bit more punchy, a bit more like a strawberry. So that's what we're going to talk about other strawberries and what to mix them up with. And we might just throw a little bit of a mix together while we're all here and see what we can come up with. So what's your experience like? So you've seen what I've got. That's my 4 that I have in my little arsenal. And what's your combos? What do you particularly like as a strawberry?
What I use TFA Ripe Strawberry, and I also use Juicy Strawberry by Dark Arts. The two of them together ripe at 3%, and the juicy strawberry at 2% together. It's strawberry, man, and it's amazing.
I've never used Dark Art strawberry. Juicy
Fucking
strawberry.
man, I'll send you a little bottle up. I've got fucking like 70 ml of it.
I wonder if that's a flavor art just on or just a free bottle.
Think so. Do you know what? I actually got sent something earlier on today.
Yeah, I bet that's a free bottle from Flavor Art because that sounds familiar.
Dark Arts. Yeah, Flavor Art.
Yeah, it's a free bottle from Flavor Art, so it's juicy strawberry.
All right, so you can get Flavor Art then if you want. Right.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just a rebottle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw something in chat, which we got sent today. Am I a spanner?
I will make you a spanner. Type something in.
Aye.
Yeah, for strawberries, I don't have that much strawberry. I've got the strawberries and cream, strawberries and cream, and the ripe strawberry from Capella, and then I have strawberry that I got from Liquid Barn when I got my first order, and I basically just kind of mix a little of each of those sometimes in together, and depending on which one I'm throwing in. But like I said, I threw a banana in with a strawberry, and it actually came out with a strawberry banana, which is a couple of flavors that I like. I was kind of thinking the banana might just outweigh the strawberry, and when I first did it, after I let it sit for about 4 days and then tried it, and the banana was real strong and the strawberry wasn't, and then now after almost a week, it's like the strawberries got strong and the bananas going down. So,
well, it's good that you were able to find a way to layer them. My biggest issue when I mix strawberries and banana, I get bubblegum.
Right?
No. I basically get because you get that strong nana flavor, which is very much to me like a bubblegum.
Yeah. I'm not a big bubblegum fan either. So, I tried when I was doing a commercial juice, I was doing it was called a strawberry margarita. And I can't think of what the company was right off the top of my head now, but they made it. It was called a strawberry margarita. And I got the Liquid Barn stuff, and I mixed up my first strawberry mix, and I still had some of the strawberry margarita. And when I hit the strawberry that I mixed from Liquid Barn, it tasted exactly like the strawberry margarita. And I didn't have any of the margarita flavoring in there, but that strawberry flavor just come through, I guess, and killed it all in both of them. So strawberry is to me is strong. Somebody was saying you all were talking about somebody can't taste strawberry. Whenever I put strawberry in something, it's like the strawberry seems to come out more than any other damn flavor. I have the harder time getting the strawberry down than I do being able to taste it.
Right.
Now, Frank, go through your 827 different flavors of strawberry you have. No.
Yeah, I put strawberry and ELR for my flavor stash. And I think it came up with like 32 or 33 of them.
Right.
Yeah.
You have Alpine strawberry from Flavora. That one's a really nice strawberry booster in my opinion. As a standalone, it can make a mess real quick.
Yeah, I've watched that. I've seen DIY Die when he said it don't put a lot in.
No, like 0.1. That's almost one that you could probably take a little bit of it, make a 10% dilution of it, to make it more workable.
On that, that's one of the most expensive strawberries you can get.
Oh yeah, for over here it's like $16.
Yeah.
For actually, mine I only have a 10 ml of it, and I think it was like $12 or $13.
Yeah, it is when I've looked for the 10 ml. It's like £4 to £5 for a little 10 ml bottle.
Yeah.
Which is expensive for the flavoring.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, Flavora flavors in general are much more expensive than most of the other ones out there, but they're so highly concentrated that where you may use 1 or 2% of, let's say, of a general flavor, you may only use 0.5% or less, and get the same result.
Right.
Like Shisha strawberry popped up one here. That one is probably one of the best strawberries for experienced mixers. For beginners, it doesn't matter. I saw in the chat someone had mentioned they use Alpine and Shisha together. Perfect. Vape Train makes a Shisha strawberry that's just as good as Inawera's.
Yeah, I've never tried Inawera's Shisa strawberry, and everybody seems to be really raving on about it now. It seems to have taken off because Inawera, they're Polish, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a Polish company. Yeah,
are they what? Yeah, I thought they were Polish, and they sort of shot up in last probably about 2 or 3 years. They've started.
Let's see, I've been getting them for 3, since I've been mixing.
Yeah.
They've had them over here, so.
Yeah, they just came out of nowhere. Just suddenly came out of nowhere, and suddenly everybody's loving the flavors.
The biggest problem with Inawera is I trust them as much as an ex-wife as far as them keeping the flavor consistent from mix to mix. They will reformulate something, and unless you are in the know with that company and you have a contact there, you will not know about it.
Yeah. They reformulated a load of them a while ago, didn't they?
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
There's some of them it doesn't really matter. I mean, yeah, they had a milk chocolate that was amazing. Their reformulation is garbage.
Yeah.
They had a waffle that was the best waffle you could get in any liquid. The best by far. And they don't even I don't even think they reformulated it. I think they just stopped making it. Which is just a shame because it was amazing. Anybody that still has some, it's like they'll sell that stuff for like price you pay for toilet paper right now.
Yeah. So yeah, do you use any Inawera?
Oh yeah.
Bobo?
Oh yeah, I love using. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were asking me. I love using.
I've got a couple of Inaweras. I use an Inawera grapefruit that is fucking lethal. It's like tiny percentages with it, but like if you nail it with the blend and the other flavors, it's absolutely beautiful. Like, and if any of you have tasted my lamb fruit, then that's the one. That's the only detail I'm giving away. But like, yeah, tiny percentage of it. It's so grapefruity. In fact, there.
Inawera custard today. I'm gonna try their custard. You use it, Frank? The Inawera custard?
I used to use it a lot, but since that TFA Vanilla Custard 2 came out, I hardly use any other custards. It's so easy to find a reason to use that.
Yeah.
But the Inawera custard, I have a ton of mixes that have Inawera custard in them. Keep it under 3% unless you're going to put another custard on top of it because it gets dry over 3%.
Okay.
Like if you get Mullenberry's Legendary Custard, you could throw that in at like 3 or 4% and throw Inawera custard at 2, and you have a real nice dense custard.
Okay.
Or if you have custard premium, you don't need to do either one. Well, you can mix the Legendary with the custard premium as well. But for us stateside, where you don't want to order from chefs, nothing against chefs, it's just we can order from Bull City and have it yesterday when we ordered it today because they're so fast that we just get everything from there and don't have to worry about waiting a week and paying shipping over at chefs. But Inawera custard's a great custard.
So do you do a strawberry custard?
Oh hell yeah!
Strawberry in it. So yeah.
Oh yeah. I do. I've done probably the first vapeable recipe I ever made was a strawberries and cream or a strawberry custard. Strawberry cheesecake.
Everybody who's just starting out, play around with your strawberries and cream. That's where you'll learn what percentage you need for your strawberry and what you need for. Because I use a Bavarian cream, and a sweet cream to get your cream, and then obviously different amount of strawberry depending on what you want it to taste. I find with strawberries though, I can taste it at first, and then after about half a bottle, it just goes.
It fades away, yeah.
Yeah, you just don't taste. I don't taste it at all. I taste it that first bit, and I'm like, wow, it's a strawberry. And then about halfway through the bottle, I'm like, where's my strawberry gone?
You know why that? Do you know why that is, Benny?
Go on then.
It's the maltol they're using to create the strawberry flavor.
Right. I thought because I know maltol dumbs it down, doesn't it? Because I've used cotton candy.
Yeah, especially like TFA Strawberry Ripe and Capella Sweet Strawberry, your main staple strawberries.
Yeah.
That maltol they put in there, it's a shower, not a grower. I mean, it's there and then it's gone.
Yeah. And that's what I find
really
with
hard
strawberries.
You can use things to boost it and it'll hang around, like using a little bit of let's say lemon Sicily What do you got there? Dragon
fruit.
fruit works. Yep. TFA dragon fruit or FA dragon fruit. FA or Capella's juice, lemon Sicily, Italian lemon Sicily, juicy lemon, anything citrus. I've even seen people use a little bit of apple.
Pear. That's what.
Yeah.
Pear.
Why not?
When we were talking,
at least pear is good for something.
Yeah. When I was talking to Josh from Jackrabbits, he uses pear to boot strawberry, which I wouldn't have thought about using a pear to.
Yeah, with pears, I found one recipe. It wasn't mine. It was pear forward, and I'm like, I had all the flavors for it. I'm like, I have to mix this just to see, if this is legit. And there's a mixer out of South Africa. His handle is Rude Rudy, and it was a panna cotta. It was basically a pear panna cotta, and it was amazing.
Right.
Off the shake, after a steep, it was still hung around. I was like, oh man, he nailed it. He absolutely nailed it. Mad Daddy's asking if I have a strawberry trinity.
Mm-hmm.
I have a strawberry combo. I wouldn't necessarily call it a trinity because it's easy to say, I can easily do a 3-2-1. You can use 3% TFA sweet strawberries turned in one of my new favorites. You could throw 2% red touch and then throw 1% shisha, and you have yourself a really nice 3-2-1 strawberry.
It depends what you want from a strawberry as well, doesn't it? Whether you want a candy strawberry or you want an authentic, like I'm assuming that juicy strawberry is maybe more of a strawberry. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It depends if you're wanting that strawberry taste or you're wanting that like a strawberry laces sort of taste.
Mm-hmm.
Because different ones
in candy isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's a massive difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do like a strawberry shortcake? Remember, you had the little strawberry shortcakes with the strawberries on top of them, and then you put the whipped cream on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not real difficult to turn into a vape. It's difficult to turn it into a good vape, but you can make one that you can vape that'll be okay. Then you can play with it and work with it. But there's some
biscuit.
I got some yellow cake. I got some Capella yellow cake that I'm gonna try. I haven't tried that. Have you mixed with that?
I haven't used the Capella one. I used the Jungle Flavors. I used the Flavor West, which is everyone hates it because it wrecks your coils, but it's just it's one of them ones you love to hate because it's just so damn good.
Diacetyl.
It's got every triangle possible on it. It might as well just have a skull and crossbones on the bottle. Yeah. This shit should be illegal to sell, but it's so fucking good.
Yeah. It's so good. I don't use it.
Oh, I use it. I don't care. I look at it this way. It's still better than smoking, so I don't care. And I'll change. It's worth it. It's worth it to wreck my coils for that stuff.
Yeah. I know everybody was using it at one time until they found out what were in it, didn't they? And then everybody went, "Whoa!"
Then everyone switched over to Jungle Flavors because it doesn't have all that in it. But Jungle Flavors is good. I'm not going to say anything bad about it, but it's just not the same. It's like you have that girlfriend that constantly cheats on you, but she's awesome in bed. And then you got the one you can trust. Well, the Flavor West is the one that's going to cheat on you, and then the Jungle Flavors is the one that you're going to marry because that's when you can trust it. You can leave your wallet sitting out, and she's not going to steal all the money out of it.
Yeah, you're right.
Something like that.
Michelle says she put her strawberry shortcake up against any commercial juice.
Yeah.
Michelle makes a good one. Go on Tears of Crimson, TOC. Let's see, I don't have a link. I can pull up the Facebook link for the Facebook group where she puts most of her stuff.
In.
Yeah. First, let me snatch up this link real quick for the group, and then I'll go ahead and
you type your thing. I'll make you a moderator.
I just gotta give you a spanner. Yeah, and when you were talking about strawberry pears, I mean, every guy likes a good pear.
Oh yeah,
or a nice pear. I guess I should say.
You type something in, Frank.
Back to 1 second.
Just got to find the keyboard first.
Yeah.
Howdy. I meant to put howdy after that one. Oh yeah, Michelle wishes she could taste chocolates like a normal person. She gets a chocolate liqueur with hers.
Right. Chocolate's an hard one to do, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Chocolate. We'll talk about chocolate in a future thing because I can't do chocolate.
Oh, not
Well,
yet.
you dip strawberries in chocolate, so you'd have to be able to,
I can eat
Yeah.
chocolate, but chocolate vapes, they always taste right chalky.
Yeah, liquid barn lava cake is one that you can work with. It's a you want to make a strawberries and chocolate. There you go.
Yeah, one liquid barn lava cake.
Yeah, you mix that around 3%, and you put any kind of strawberry. Like let's say you want to throw strawberry ripe at it. You go 3% each. You're done, or 4% each. You have a strawberry, chocolate covered strawberry. That's it.
I have to try that one then. Yeah.
And with chocolates, it's almost a necessary evil to use a little bit of sweetener, just because chocolates are bitter.
Yeah.
If they don't have sugar. And another thing, Flavora sweet coconut.
Right.
That'll tame those funky notes in a chocolate.
Right.
Like I think Michelle's tried that, and I think she still gets chocolate liqueur, but I just think she likes her liquor and she doesn't want to admit it.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do a strawberry coconut and have a little mix of that. I think.
Yeah.
See how that gets on.
Yeah.
So
I don't like coconut though. It's my problem is I can't. The coconut flavor keeps coming through to me, and it's like I'm wanting to spit out those little pieces of coconut that you always get. I just don't like that little stringy shit.
I always worry I get suntan oil if you use it too high or use the wrong ones.
Yeah, you just kind of rub it on.
Coconut. Yeah. I like coconut in a vape. I've got to say I do like coconut in a vape.
I do if it's done right, and I've had a hard time doing them right.
Yeah.
Have you done Batman's coconut, the coconut rum? Have you tried it?
I haven't done any of his yet.
I did it. I mean, his was good, but it's got that coconut flavor, and I don't know. I just don't like coconut. Yeah, I don't like coconut. I mean, it's what it boils down to. My palate's just saying nasty.
You're not putting enough lime in the coconut.
Yeah,
the lime and the coconut. So obviously you've got yeah. So you've got
I'm gonna use
different strawberries, but there's things that you can put into like we've just been on about to mull it down, boost it up. A lot of people use ethyl maltol with a strawberry to blend it a little bit, but like I say, it does die out. Does that? Because like I say, I've got some cotton candy.
Yeah,
Flavor West cotton candy is ethyl maltol. That's all that is.
Yeah,
and you can put that in, but like I say, it does dull it down a little bit. But you can add a little bit of sweetener, to. I don't know what sweetener did you use? Super sweet.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah, that's another one. A lot of things have got super sweet in it. A lot of commercial juice will have like 2% flipping.
Yeah, that's why that's all you can taste, and and your coils are wanting to stab you in the throat while you sleep because you're killing them.
Your cotton looks like 2 night crawlers that dried out whenever you take them out.
Oh yeah, they're gunked up big time.
Yeah. Like I mixed up last night when having a playing around. I used some. I got it, but I hadn't used it. I don't know if you've used it, Frank. Silverline's, what is it? 27 Bears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
27 bears, 27 fish. I had both of them.
Yeah, because I thought I'll do a jelly. Jelly, strawberry jelly candy sort of thing. And now it steeps a little bit, but I thought I can't taste it. Like I said again, I used strawberry ripe and sweet strawberry. And I started down low and I just couldn't taste it. So I put some more in. But I've ended up with about 8% strawberry ripe now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, but that was last night I mixed that up and I've come to it today and it's all right. But it does taste a little bit like a strawberry laces now. So I'm assuming it runs it, because I put some Flavor West, a little bit of ethyl maltol on it, put a little bit, a couple of drops of sweetener in it, and I used dragon fruit just to sort of 1% to boost it a little bit.
Help out that strawberry. Bad. I mean, 27 Bears is basically, when you get a bag of gummy bears, the clear ones.
Yeah.
They have kind of like a pineapple-y type of note to them.
Yeah.
That's what 27 Bears is. They're using that, which it's not easy to work with, because if you unless you want to try to boost up and work and use that pineapple note to your advantage, it's hard to get rid of.
Yeah, well, that's
And
what I'm
so
getting. That's what I'm getting now. I'm getting more of a pineapple.
Yeah, it's hard. You can't cover it up. That's why it's if you want to make like tropical candies or something, then yeah, you throw some lemon, throw some lime, maybe another pineapple, maybe a little bit of coconut, and maybe throw like another jelly candy or something, or a Cabela sweet candy or something like that at it, and you can have a real nice candy bake, but you have to accept that you're not going to get rid of that pineapple.
Yeah, I wondered what I would get in that, because like I say, I've not used it. I got it out of my cupboard last night. I bought it ages ago, and just, you put it in your stack. And I thought, I'll try a bit of that. And like I say, it has gone, as you say it now, it is more of a pineapple rather than it's like a pineapple with a hint of strawberry, just a back sort of note. Which, like I say, it is like a strawberry lace, like the gummy sort of thing, but it's, like I say, I'm getting more of a pineapple-y than strawberry. If and I wondered where that was coming from. I didn't know it were the made it as the white gummy bears.
Yes.
So with the 27 fish, is that the opposite way then?
Yeah, it's the Swedish fish.
Yeah. So,
and that Swedish fish flavor comes out nice. I mean, you can vape that. You can throw that 6% with 0.5% of sweetener and be done, and you have a Swedish fish candy. And you can actually work with it though. Let's say, you see the ones like the grape ones or the blueberry, if you want to make a blueberry one or a grape one or a mixed berry one or something, you could throw, let's say, what is that flavor? Forest fruit from Flavor Art at it, make a mixed berry. You want to throw some raspberry, some blackberry, whatever, and it'll come out and you'll still get that gummy flavor, which is nice.
Yeah. Because I've also got, I got a load of flavours that I just never bothered with. When you get them and you just put them in your cupboard.
Oh yeah, I have. Let's see. Out of this 800, I bet there's maybe 100 of them that I really use. The other 700 are just here for show.
Because I got some rainbow candy, which on a taste test quite nice.
Rainbow, like trying to make like that rainbow Skittles. I had a commercial juice that was supposed to be a Skittles, and it was awful. It was god awful, and ever since then, I won't even try to make a rainbow candy.
Right.
Noisy Elf cereal, is that like a Lucky Charms?
I guess it's like a Rice Krispies, noisy, but
okay,
never used it.
Yeah, Keebler Elves, I got it.
While we're on, are you all having problems getting VG right now?
No.
I bought ahead of time. I bought before, obviously I didn't predict the pandemic, but I needed it, so I bought a couple of gallons. So I have a whole gallon that's still in a bag that's not even open, and this one's still like up to here.
Bull City is out.
Yes.
And there's a few other places I know of that people are trying to order from.
Liquid Barn only had 1 liter bottles when I referred.
Yeah, I got some from Nick Vape. I got their
is that nicotine?
125. No, it's VG.
Oh, just VG.
Have a look around. You don't have to just go, Bill. Just type in vegetable glycerine. There'll be we have Lubisolve that does.
And then it's gone up in price. I mean, where you used to buy a gallon on like Amazon for, a decent price or whatever. I mean, they've tacked on, it's like running up over $30, $35.
Yeah, that was Essentials Depot did that, them dickheads.
Yeah. And
because they're the ones that sell on Amazon. Yeah. And they jacked their price way up. It's like, what? At one time I was going to order from them because I actually had one of the e-liquid companies that was buying their one shots from.
Mm-hmm.
They use Essentials Depot's VG, and they're like, if you want this to taste exactly like our pre-made, buy Essentials Depot VG.
Yeah.
And it was just such a hassle, and you had to get a good price. You had to buy like 4 gallons, and I'm just like, I just I kept getting it from where I get it from.
Yeah, here in the States, it's getting harder to find VG right now. And the others. Okay, Frank, have you done any commercial mixes? Do you do anything along the lines for like somebody where you do a mix and have you actually had anything?
I've done some consulting work.
Yeah.
But not a whole lot. And I may or may not, depend some late breaking developments. It may be falling through, but I'm supposed to have a one-shot line coming out probably next month.
Okay.
That's chefs.
But no, not chefs. I'm not that.
Everybody has them from states at chefs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's like, I know Folk Art's got his over there.
Yeah. I've
Wayne
got
has
some
his
Folk
over there.
Arts tobacco.
Yeah. Folk Art's an excellent mixer. He can mix his ass off.
Yeah, I think it's Sticks Mix or something. It is from. It was like
From the States, yes. Yeah, Sticks Mix. Well, that's Ty. Yeah, that's Ty Edwards from out of California.
Yeah.
He used to work for River Supply, which used to be Nick River.
Right.
And his is all naturally extracted. I had a bunch of his tobaccos. Actually, I just traded them for coils because I don't mix much with tobaccos.
Right.
And I have a lot of Flavor's tobaccos. So I'm like, oh, I can afford to get rid of these. And because he wanted them, because the coil builder, he wanted all these Sticks Mix flavors, and they're not cheap to get. So I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, he sent me a couple $100 worth of coils. So he's like, oh, I just want 20 flavors from your flavor stash. And he sent me a list. And I'm like, all right, I can work with that.
I suppose a good thing to have if you can just say, oh, I'll have this flavor, just go in my cupboard.
Yeah, pretty much what he did. And a couple of them, by the time he got them, I had already reordered. And
Yeah.
like he wanted a few of the Mullenberries that were harder to get, and now they're easier to get. So I was able to just, like, yeah, you can have them, and I'll just reorder them.
So what's your favorite strawberry that you've ever had?
As far as you mean the single flavor concentrate?
Just regular strawberry. What's your favorite strawberry vape that you've ever vaped? I mean, whether or not it's commercial or whether or not it's something you've made or whatever.
My favorite, and it was the one that really got me into strawberries. You can't even get it anymore. It was called Another Strawberry Vape from TVC, Vapor Chronicles.
Yeah.
He had two flavors over at Adore Liquid.
Yeah.
And he had pudding pounder, and he had another strawberry vape. And
you don't know how to mix that? Have you tried matching that another strawberry vape?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, first time I tried, I guess you could say remixing commercial liquids.
Mm-hmm.
That's what because I don't want to call it cloning, because I know that mix just by knowing the owner of that company, that there's like 15 flavors in it, and it's like she's like, you'll never get it because there's flavors here that you just can't buy anymore. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Plus, I was kind of hoping when they stopped their agreement and she stopped producing it, that those recipes would get out, but they never did.
Yeah, I've said that to people when we've talked to them before. Like I've talked to Jack Rabbits, and I've said to them, would you, if you stopped doing them altogether, would you release your flavors into your mixing
your recipes,
into it?
Yeah.
Would you do, Bobo, if you suddenly stopped your line?
More than likely, like I've considered like releasing my recipes for during the lockdown, but like I've not actually came to it. So like it's something I would be open to. Do you know what I mean? I've only got 6 flavors, and any decent mixer will be able to tell you what concentrates it in my flavors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, very simple. It's my first proper run of liquids. You know what I mean? I've only been doing it just over a year by the time that I'd released the range. So there's nothing overly complicated in it. So like it's no real secret. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too asked about it, really.
Yeah, no, it's just like, say, if you suddenly stopped tomorrow making your e-liquids, you said, right, that's it, I've had enough, I'm stepping back.
Yeah.
Would you, know what I mean? This is what I've asked before. Would you say, right, there you go, there's my recipe list, you can have it? Because some people still want your flavours, people still want it. Do you know what I mean?
I've sold well over 1,000 bottles of my juice. So that's 1,000 people or 1,000 bottles that have been sold that people obviously enjoy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have no issues with that at all.
Yeah, because a lot of, like I say, a lot of them won't do it, will they?
No.
Like when they drop a line. But I don't know if it's this thing of wanting people, they want to not release it because someone else, because they do, and I can tell you that they look on ELR.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of juice companies look on ELR and adopt a flavour and bring it out because they look for the ones that have got the most ratings on, and then suddenly you've got a pineapple pink banana. Do you know what I mean? And you're like, wait a minute, I've seen that on the ALR.
Yeah, they won't even change the name of it. They'll just be like, just throw it out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that one of my mixes that I did over a year ago now, I know it's out there commercially, and you know what? Oh well, that's the way that company wants to do business. Have at it. It's a small company that it was funny. I was in a chat, and they didn't even change the name of it. It's my pina colada one that's called Caught in the Rain. They're like, oh yeah, I'm vaping caught in the rain from such and such e-liquid. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I just think it's a bit. If you're gonna use them, then obviously give some credit. Do you know what I mean? Maybe say to you, right, I've used your recipe. I'll give you a little bit of a.
Well, yeah, I mean, just like anybody that if they have an in and they want to work with a commercial company, especially right now in the States with everything, all the restrictions, not even counting, the virus, just everything else that's been going on with PMTA and, how, vaping is almost being criminalized over here. Yeah. Charge them $1 a bottle. And then once they hit a cap, once they hit 500 or 1,000, 1,000 bottles, then they buy and then they can turn around and sell them the recipe outright, sell them the rights to the recipe for like, $500 and be done. And walk away with $1,500 and be done with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're gambling on that your mix is going to be good enough that it's going to sell. Mm-hmm. So they're not spending $1,500, $2,000 on a recipe, hoping that they're going to be able to make their money back off of it. Yeah. So basically, it's like you're selling yourself on consignment.
Yeah.
And that's a great way for for mixers to do that if that's the route they want to go. Mm-hmm. And I mean, Bobo, I'm sure you'll agree with me here that a lot of your recipes that you see on ELR, they're not able to be commercial mixes because they're too expensive to make.
Yeah.
There's no profit margin.
Yeah.
If you have Salubarome banana flambe and you have Vape Train banana custard and you have Flavora in there at 2% and that recipe is now a $15 recipe for a 30 ml. You can't make any money on it.
Not at all. It's ridiculous. Some of them, like.
Yeah, I can obviously more about Bobo with obviously getting your juice made. You'll know more about price points of where things are. Do you know what I mean?
To be fair, that didn't really bother me in terms of being an issue because the company, I got it made by a company and they said, right, this one costs you this much, this one costs you this much, this one costs you this much to make. But then all the bottles that I got, I think I paid £2.30, all averaged out in between them all. They all worked out to £2.30 per bottle, which was, I didn't have to worry about what cost more or not. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, you're using a co-packer, and they're doing all the packaging and the labels and the whole bit. And they're just shipping it back to you, and you're paying $2.30 a bottle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a lot better to do it. Like I say, if you've got a facility that you can do, you've got a clean room. Yeah. You know what I mean? Then you can do it yourself. But it's just as easy now to actually pass a recipe on and get them to.
Oh yeah, you're better off using a co-packer, and at least over there, you guys have a way easier as far as creating new commercial mixes than we do here. Here, technically, if I were to come out with a recipe right now and I wanted to turn around and I wanted to sell it commercially, it's illegal for me to do so.
Yeah.
I would have had to have that SKU in my database 4 years ago.
Right.
And be able to use that SKU, attach a recipe to that SKU, and then I legally be allowed to sell it. And that's still a gray area because they were saying it had to be marketed prior to 8/8/2016.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I mean, there's most of your e-liquids out there were created. The recipes and everything and marketing were within the last 2 years, let alone 2016.
Yeah,
I mean, but it's still. I mean, they found that commercial companies have found that loophole, which here it's needed because you need to. If you don't grow, you die.
Yeah.
So companies need to be able to grow, and mixers need to be able to go to companies and say, "Hey, I have this idea, this idea, this idea." Or reviewers. Let's say we were talking before the show about Batman. About Batman's line. he had to go to E&B and say, hey, listen, I want to do this line that goes, that's related to my Puerto Rican heritage.
Mm-hmm.
And they worked back and forth. I mean, Batman didn't come up with the mixes themselves. They had a mixer that did them, but he gave them what he wanted.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I want a coffee and cream. I want I want a coconut. I want a pineapple upside down cake. And then it was their job to come back and say, okay, well, here, try these. And it was back and forth.
Yeah.
And, that was all post 88.
Mm-hmm.
But because E&B had the SKUs
prior
to, they were able to use them SKUs. They had basically empty SKUs that they already had registered with the FDA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they were to come out today and say, oh, we're just going to adopt the TPD regulations and be done with it and leave you guys alone, thank you. I'll take a 2 mil tank. I don't give a
2 mil tanks are pain in the ass.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah, but you get around them.
It's better than everything we're dealing with.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are massively against the no nicotine in the juice, but me as a shop owner, I'm sure I've said this before and plenty of times. It's the best thing that's happened as a shop owner because I buy all my juices in a 50 mil, 80 mil, or 100 mil short fill, and I buy nicotine shots rather than like if I opened my shop 3 years ago, 4 years ago, would have had to have all them flavors in 0, 3, 6, 12 even. That's a fucking lot of money, man. That quadruple what it costs to stock my shop.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look.
It's right. You're right. Like say years ago, you had. Well, you didn't see a lot of zeros.
Just one big bottle like this, put it in a corner, and pour a little in each one.
Yeah.
I'd love to do that. It'd be so much easier, but no.
Yeah, legally, I don't think you can do that. You just have to sell them the Nick shop, and then they have to put it in. You're not even allowed to pop open that Nick shot and put it in, can you?
No, it's got to be a separate transaction. So, like a bottle of juice, say, our own stuff, it's a tenner. In fact, now it was 12 quid. It's a tenner, but I send that, and then it's a bottle of nicotine as well, or 2 bottles of nicotine on the receipt is a separate purchase.
Yeah,
not like £13 for that and 2 nicotine shots. It's got to be the juice and nicotine.
Yeah.
Do you have enough room to put 2 Nick shots in yours then, Bobo?
Not quite 2 shots. It's like maybe 18 and a half milliliters go into the space. So you can't fit 2 full shots in it.
Yeah, that's the only problem with 60ml short fills, isn't it? You can't sort of adapt them to make them a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? You've got to vape some off first, haven't you?
I have this one customer, I can't remember the name. She's from Egypt, though. I know she's from Egypt. She buys Waterbury religiously, and she always comes into the shop with her last bottle, and I do a little mixing, and I make them both for 9 milligram for her.
Right.
There you go.
Bottles of juice.
Yeah. So Michelle's asking, Bobo, does your juice come with PGVG already in it, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you go down the road of one-shots then, Frank?
But more than likely. It's not, and I've ever considered before, but...
Well, Bobo, yeah. I would.
Why not?
A lot of big companies now are going down the road of one-shots.
See, as a shop owner, I wouldn't stock the one-shots, though.
No, but you could release it to, like chefs. Chefs have loads of people do one-shots.
Yeah.
You can go. Nearly every decent mixer has a one-shot line on chefs.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends that have one-shots now at a site in Canada called DIY Flavor Chaser.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's all one-shots.
Yeah.
Folk Art has the developed guys. They have some over there. Tam Vapes has some over there. Simon, Luke Loop, Nick Evans, Liam, Sherlock Holmes. He has some over there. I mean, she has I think over 60 one-shots now on her site.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're 30 mil one-shots.
Yeah, you get 30 mil here
for $12.50 Canadian.
I think.
And they're pretty much all about 15%.
Yeah, it's round about same. About depending on what you get. Wayne's is $7.99 for 30
over
mil.
Chefs, yeah.
At Chefs. and I think nearly all of them are around at about that sort of price.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
they
sort
are.
of between 7.5 to 10 quid. You know, for
Yeah,
30 mil.
And you're going to make anywhere between 180 to 300 mils of juice out of that one shot.
Yeah, yeah.
So for someone that doesn't want to get a big stash of flavors and they just want to do that at your either round up their PG if they want a little bit thinner, or just throw a VG with it and throw in your Nick shots or your Nick and shake it up and let it steep, or just start vaping it straight away. Yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah.
That's the hardest pace, is letting it
Tell
steep.
them, how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
So how it works, yeah, they come in 50 milliliter bottles with like 10 milliliter missed out. You
Yeah,
can't have in bottles bigger than 10 milliliter over here. Just like in the shell.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like for the longest time here, it was the wild, wild west. There were no rules, and that's what the vaping industry is paying for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's half a problem, because it started out like we were on about it, a cottage industry. I was on the show on Monday with Vegan Grandad, Angry Vegan Grandad, and we talk about vegan. I'm not vegan, but he was asking about is vaping safe for vegans, and we were talking about how the industry came about. You know, it is because it's all done in clean rooms now. You know, it's not like old days where it mixed in a bathtub.
Yeah.
Vegetable glycerin can be made with palm oil, but 9 times out of 10 it's not, because the palm oil's too expensive for it. Like my missus is vegan, like, and we've had this conversation before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's only really the palm oil, maybe 1 or 2 of the concentrates that contain an E number that's like made out of crushed beetles or something like that.
Yeah.
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 And also, you see some that are made with soy PG, or the VG is made from soy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
which is actually cheaper. It's actually cheaper than palm derived, and it's not as sweet. So you need to add more sweetener to get the same effect.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, that's what I said to him. I said, as far as I know, that your VG is just vegetable glycerin. It's just vegetables, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your PG, whether that was, because it's all about, you know, like say testing on animals and things like that. So whether it was tested on animals years ago, it's not now.
Mm-hmm.
No, because they already know. They've already figured it out. They don't need to test it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a chemical compound, same as your nicotine. Just chemical compounds, you know, that make your nicotine. So there's nothing in there that's that can stop him from, because he got asked someone asked a question on one of his lives. Why is he vaping?
Why not?
Either way, my whole look on that though as well. Like, I'm not veggie or vegan. I was veggie for years and years, and my missus is vegan. The way I look at it, even if it's not technically vegan, it's a hell of a lot more vegan from an ethical point of view than cigarettes are.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're vegan, it's like 9 times out of 10 it's ethical reasons as well as the meat, like not wanting to eat meat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you're vegan, you've got to be vegan. It's got to go all across the board. It can't just be, right, I'm going to be ethical to this, but fuck that. Do you know, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
that's exactly
that'd be like me saying I'm a vegetarian, but I love bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Or like,
basically what we're saying. That.
Bacon.
So that's what he was just saying that on his show, that, you know, it is an ethical thing, that it's across the board, you know. But yeah, it'd be a good show if you get Bobby, if you put you in touch with him, if you fancy, you and your missus fancy going on the show, talk to him. He's been on
I've seen the thumbnail before. I was on another show on Monday. What was I on? I was on
Home Improvement.
And Home Improvement. That was a good little show there.
Yeah, we might hear that. Yeah, and Ian, yeah. It was early on. It was about 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Was it? Yeah.
Yeah. Grumpy Vegan Grandad it is. Like I say, he talks about all vegan, but he just got us on to get our opinion on, you know, as vapors, what we thought. And then obviously,
did he watch your reviews on that, or
not a bit? He knows Danny.
Ah, right. Okay.
He used to work. Danny used to deliver to where Danny were working, so he knows him quite well. So Danny asked us, me and Ian, if we'd go on. So we just jumped on, which is interesting for me because, like I said, I always thought vegans were, you know, a bit strange. When in the 80s, it were all three of us, weren't there? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're thinking of them as just tree huggers, and then before that they were Hare Krishnas, and that's what you think of. You don't realize that you could be walking down the street, and there might be 10 to 20 people that you walk past could be vegan and not even know it.
Yeah, exactly.
At the moment, and like people like me, missus, who are vegan, because obviously it is a little bit of a fad at the moment. But for vegans, it's such a really good thing because now there's so many alternatives to everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, literally vegan sausages, man, and they're fucking fantastic as a meat eater. They're brilliant.
Right. I'll have to try some.
They sell them in the co-op and every fucking high street shop.
Yeah.
Just stay away from the Impossible Whoppers. Those things are fucking horrible.
It's impossible for me to eat one of those. I can put a deal in my head. I'm not ever going to take a bite out of one. So
and then there's a donut chain here called Dunkin' Donuts, and they have it's like a vegan. It's like a plant-based sausage on a bagel, and I'm just like, nah, just give me the real thing. Let's move on.
We have Greg's. We have Greg's, which is a sausage roll, vegan sausage roll. Are they shite? Are they?
Yeah, and like there's so many other fucking vegan friendly things that like are well better than that. They've just went cash grab. There's this burger place in Liverpool called Frost Burgers, and it's a completely vegan place. And like, mate, you wouldn't know the difference. As someone who eats meat, I prefer it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So did you just mix that? Have you mixed that up then, Bobo? Your coconut?
Yeah, I'm just about to post the recipe into chat. I don't actually have my VG and PG with me at the moment, but it fucking smells nice.
Yep.
Let's see what you got. Okay, Italian yellow lemon Solubarum. I guess that's like a lemon Sicily from them.
I couldn't find me other lemon Sicily, so that was the hand. So then it's quite similar. I'll give it a try. If it's not right, it's always open to interpretation.
Yeah. Oh, that's your first. This is your first public mix on ELR, huh?
Do you know what, to be honest, I don't really use it. I've got a little black book that I've always done all my mixing. But I've only just got onto ELR in the last couple of months where I've been using it a little bit more. But it's the first one I've made public, only so I could share it into the chat.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably going to put it back onto private at some point until I get it right.
So grab it while you can.
Where you want it, yeah.
Because that might be his next juice coming out.
Once it's on there, I might take it off to change it and that, and have a little vape of it. When it's after a week or so, see what be altered.
But it's always good to have people look at it and give you a little bit of feedback of what it's come out like, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to come out with a ghost name on ELR, I think, and then put all of my shit stuff on the ghost name. Open up a second account.
Yeah.
You're going to go by Ohio William Vape?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one, isn't it? Yeah.
Actually, I'm from Ohio. That's where I was born and raised, so I can do that. I can get away with it.
You could put Will Ohio. Like that. Will I'm going to Will.
Yeah, but the only problem is my shit side would have so much more juice on it than my other side would, so it wouldn't look
It happens.
Everybody makes shit juice.
Oh yeah,
I'm like you, Bob. I've got a book. Everybody in chat, if you're going to start mixing, get yourself a little notebook that you can write stuff down in.
Yeah.
Because you do forget what you've put in. Even using ELR, if you forget to put it, you just get an idea in your head. Write a few percentages down, play around, go into a calculator, put it on, throw it together, and think, oh yeah, and then think, shit, what did I put in that?
Yeah.
That's like during the week when I'm at work, because I usually, when things are normal, I'll leave the house Monday. I don't get back home again until either Friday night or Saturday. Right. So that whole week, I don't have my mixing stuff or anything with me. So I'll get ideas, you get downtime and just get lost in your head while you're driving or whatever. And you start thinking about, a mix that you're working on. And that's why I'll pull out the phone and on ELR, I'll start, throwing private mixes together. And then when I get home, I'll start mixing it, or I'll look at it again right before I mix it and look, okay, well, that was stupid. We're not going to even do that one. Delete that one, or let's see how this really turned out. And sometimes it works out, and sometimes the sync gets a little bit more lubricated.
Yeah,
that's where you have that dream at night, and you wake up and you think, "Boy, I should write this down because it's a great idea," and then you get up
and then you forgot it. Yeah.
What the hell?
I've had loads of them when I'm driving around. I think, oh. Tell you what would be quite nice. We'll do this with this and this, and then you think to yourself, I should have wrote that down. That sounds lovely.
I've just posted the recipe to the blue raspberry strawberry lemonade that I made last week as well. That needs a little bit of tweaking, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you
So
go.
that's the one that you poured by hand.
And what are you?
Into the little bottle?
Yeah. That one's still listed. That one's still coming up private.
Is it?
Right.
Yes.
What are you on, Frank, on ELR then?
Daytime Frank.
Daytime. So you can find Daytime Frank on there. I've really only just started using. I've only put a couple on there. That simple lemon and lime other day when I was playing around. But as we go along, we'll start doing. We'll start playing around with flavors and start, because at the moment we can't. It takes like a week and a bit before you can get any flavors in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, unless you get from Bowl City, then you.
mate,
over here we have it. Yeah, we're lucky that way. But that's the only flavor house that we are lucky that way. I mean, there's some other ones that, I mean, they're now called Flavor Jungle. They used to be Easting Express. They're still during Washington State. They're still pretty good.
Yeah.
If I order today, what's today? Wednesday. I'll have it Monday.
Yeah. And that's not bad from Washington to you, because that's all the way.
I mean, if it wasn't the weekend, I mean, if I ordered it Monday, I'd probably have it Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, we don't. I've ordered from chefs, and it's like a week later before just because of post system at the moment. We're on.
I was gonna say because Benny, you're in the UK, and it still takes you that long.
Yeah, because we're on lockdown. Because
it takes us a week from chefs, week and a half.
No, we're on
to get it over here to the States. At least that's the way it was. I mean, it might be different now. It's been over a year since I ordered from chefs.
Yeah, we're on virtually total lockdown. So there's everybody's reduced staff.
Yeah,
so
like my work for the Royal Mail in one of the big main processing centres. Like 25% of the regular staff are off at the moment. A delivery office in Warrington, which covers the whole of Warrington, which is a fucking massive town. That delivery office, they're all on 2 week self-isolation because the manager came down with the symptoms. So the whole place had to go down, but that covers 10 square miles of post. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're hiring temporary workers over here.
Yeah, massively. It's like 70% casual labour in the Royal Mail at the moment, which is massively unlike the Royal Mail. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of like over here with the USPS. It's the same way.
Stuart's saying try Rainbow Vapes. I've never tried Rainbow Vapes.
I've heard of Rainbow Vapes. They're pretty good. I mean, I haven't used them, but I've heard. I have some mixers in my circle that order a lot they order probably just as much from the UK as they do from the States.
Right.
And they order from Nom Noms, they order from Rainbow, they order from Chefs. I mean, you can. If there's a flavor house in a cave in Afghanistan, I'm sure they probably have the flavor. It's between those three houses.
I'll have to send you some that I got when I first started mixing. I got them off of eBay from a flavor company. Oh my god, man, they were terrible.
Oh god, they may not be. They might not even been safe.
In fact, I've still got them in fridge. Just a sec, I think I've still got them in fridge.
Oh.
I got one.
That can be scary.
Follow you, Frank, on ELR.
Thank you.
From Unicorn Vapes. Where it made the vert and those. Banana concentrate.
Oh, okay.
That's what they do with their bottle right there. That is, there is no markings on it. All it says is banana concentrate, 2 ounces.
So chances are that's probably like TFA banana cream or Loran's banana cream or
I don't know
something like that.
Yeah, I know one thing. It is like you don't use much of it, and you.
You know what? Then it's probably a TFA ripe strawberry.
That's Flavors Are Us. It were called.
Flavors Are Us. Okay.
Right? And this is how much I've used of them. There's cotton candy floss there. I opened it. The strawberry.
It's kind of brown looking too, there, Benny. How long you had that?
Don't even taste the strawberry.
It's shit.
Honest to God, I don't know what it's supposed to be. A strawberry. I got it. I got that condensed milk. Oh my God, that is disgusting. You can tell I'm not even. I've had these since I started, so this is probably about 15. I don't know, 7-year-old these.
Oh, geez.
Collector's items. You'll have them. You'll be able to sell them on eBay at some point.
Terrible.
Be like, hey.
Well, boss, give me your address. I'll send you some condensed milk. Honestly, it's terrible. And what about
Michelle,
strawberries and cream? Right?
Oh God, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Michelle, have you tried Nom Noms and see if, because I know they have most of the sasami line. I literally have one sasami flavor, and it's a strawberry milkshake, and I've still not used it, but I need to because I heard it's actually a really good flavor.
I'll say, Bob. Honestly, I'll send you that code.
Oh yeah, after that face. Oh yeah, I'll send them to you.
It's best flavors I've ever tasted.
Misery enjoys company.
Frank, how did your coconut cream egg turn out?
Oh, that, you know what I did with that? I turned around and I put a CBD in it and I gave it to the wife, and she's loving it.
It looks amazing, man. I might have to go with that.
Because every year at Easter time I try to do a coconut cream egg, and every year it just changes a little bit, and that one turned out really, really good.
Oh,
even off the shake, it was good. So
yeah,
I mean, I can't because of my status with having a commercial license. I don't mess with the CBD as far as using it. I'm looking at Benny's face. He's like, but I
still taste. It's disgusting.
That is CBD isolate mixed with PG.
Yeah.
It turns out, it starts out as white, and then after it steeps, it gets dark.
Yeah.
But that's 100 milligram strength.
Yeah.
So basically, I take 2 grams and mix it in 20 milliliters of PG, and there you go. You got 100 milligram strength.
Okay.
Right.
Have a little chat about that when we're not on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, when we come off of here, you can have a little chat with him. So right, we'll call it a day on that. Like I say, if you want to jump over now to Carp Vapor TV, if one of our little spanners would put his link in, he does a little mixing show. I think Frank, you jumped over there last week, didn't you, mate?
Yeah, I know, it might have been last week. I know the week before I did.
I noticed you were in chat. He's doing Rainbow Vapes one shots at the moment, trying them out. So go over and have a look. Give him a bit of love. What we're going to tell him, hashtag, because I forgot to say
strawberry.
If you still
hashtag strawberry.
Hashtag strawberry.
Strawberry
this week, are we?
Hashtag waterberry. Waterberry.
Hashtag what?
Waterberry.
Waterberry. There we go.
One of my favourites.
Hashtag Waterberry. You can go over and say that if you're going over to Carp Vapor TV. Show him some love. Like I say, I hope you... No, we're doing Waterberry. Hashtag Waterberry.
Yeah.
There we go. So if you're going over, jump that into a chat, and like I say, Flat Cat came in and did say Fireman Sam, because I'm going to get...
Is that how you want it? Hashtag Waterberry? Is that Waterberry? Or are you saying Waterberry?
Water.
Yeah, Waterberry.
Waterberry. There we go.
Water. Okay, with the L. Okay.
Waterberry here.
Oh, Waterberry.
Water.
Or where I grew up, Waterberry.
It's water. It's a bit like coffee.
Water.
Coffee.
The worst is Baltimore. They say like wash. I'm gonna wash my clothes.
Wash.
Yeah, they throw an R in there. I'm just like, what the heck?
Great, isn't it? So go over, like I say, go over to Carp TV. We will go around and say his goodbye. So we'll go to Bill first.
Bye. Yeah. No, it's I've enjoyed today's show. Hope you all in chat have as well. It's nice having, to be able to sit and talk about stuff. And if you all have questions, it's great to throw them out there and we get a chance to see them and see what's going on. I learn as much generally from chat here as I do from just being on the show. And, I look forward to Wednesdays, to be perfectly honest with you, for as much as just the show and chat as anything. So appreciate it and have a good day.
Yeah. Do you want to pass it on?
Bobo, just go straight down, I guess, So.
Yeah, nice. Again, nice one. Thank you very much. Thoroughly enjoyed this show again. If you're into DIY, if you want to get into DIY, just do it. It's fucking brilliant. You'll make more shit uses than you will do nice ones, but you'll make some absolutely brilliant ones out there, and it's loads of fun. And it's fucking cheap as well, man. Right, I'm going to pass it over to Frank. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next Wednesday.
Benny, thanks a lot for having me. That hour flew by like lightning. It was very fast. We didn't get a chance to mix anything, but I guess because anytime I'm on a show, it always goes off the rails, and we always go off topic. But
no, that's fine.
Yeah,
it's interesting for everybody to learn a bit and the keeping enjoyment going in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like what Bobo said, I'll double up on that. Yeah, get into DIY. It's so, I mean, it's fun. It's cheaper. Like a lot of people get into vaping because they've had addictions, and they may get into coil building and stuff like that because they need to do something with their mind and their hands. Well, if you don't have a chance to build coils, you can mix, and your mind's always going to be going. It's going to keep you away from the demons that that had bothered you before. Mm-hmm. So I mean, DIY is a great thing that way. Check me out on ELR on YouTube here, Daytime Frank, Saturday nights 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, MITK After Dark. This week, I don't know. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet this week. We'll probably go back into the colors. We were doing like yellow, orange. Then we just took that week off because of Easter, so we did the Easter shows, and we're going to get back into colors again. So we'll see. We'll have a random color type flavors for you guys this Saturday. So, Ben, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. So, yeah, thank you very much for coming on, Frank. You're welcome anytime. If you've got some spare time, jump on, because it's always good to have someone who mixes loads other than, we do it bits and pieces, you know what I mean? And it's nice to this is what this show's about, is getting people interested, get them learning a bit, do you know what I mean? And going out there, and they can now look for sources like yourself, you know what I mean? So if you haven't subscribed to him and you are interested in mixing, go subscribe to him. We can always watch him on replay. You know what I mean? So
exactly, I get most of my views on replay anyway.
Yeah, so watch him on replay, and you'll learn some more things, and obviously he'll go a bit more into his mixing side of things. But Frank, if you're ever free, just hit me up. I'm not on Facebook, you see, so I don't know if you can link up with Bobo.
Yeah. Bobo Baggins on Facebook, man.
Yeah, add him on Facebook. You can have, so whenever you're free, just give him a shout. You've got my Zoom room, so if you're free on a Wednesday, just come in normal time about 8:30 before the show and say, I'm here.
Yeah, because I knew I was going to be off work this week, and I told you last week, I'm going to be there. I'll be there this week because I knew I was going to be able to make it.
Yeah,
I can get him on WhatsApp if you WhatsApp. WhatsApp.
I said WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
I said WhatsApp. Yeah, I'm not used to apps.
So thank you everybody in chat. I hope you've found a little bit more about which strawberries to play around with and what you should get in your arsenal. If you haven't gone out and bought some concentrates, do go out and buy some. Buy some VG, buy some PG. Get a few little, start off, if you want to do a strawberry, get your TFA, play around with that. Play around. Best one to start out with is strawberries and cream. Every mixer starts out with that, is a straight up strawberries and cream. It's not hard to do. Like I say, Bavarian cream, sweet cream, and a couple of strawberries, and away you go, and have a play around with it. So I hope you've enjoyed this. We are back next Wednesday. Don't know what we're going to be doing yet, but we'll have a think about it and have a little chat and see what else we can come up with to chat around mixing for an hour. So bye from all of us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
See you later.
Bye, everybody.